Hello and welcome back to the mothership. I got this jacket at Walmart. I thought it was very John Wayne-ish. I liked it. It's a little, if it was a little more cream, maybe tan color, it would be very John Wayne-ish. But it's some kind of canvas. Anyway, I like it. I like it. Thank you for joining us for the third fucking video that I made today. Cause, I don't know. Why not? I'm going to show you guys some pickups. The first one pickup is not for me, but so I was at my local store, which my local store is overpriced. First of all, let me get my spittoon over this way. Fucking Dylan. Again, shout out to Gary's Grails for that X. I've already put the you can't see it, but I've already put those Micro Galaxy Squadrons up on the shelf up there. A few people know where like I keep I'm starting to bring the collection inside the mothership. But I've already put those up on the shelf because I'm not going to open them anytime soon. I might open the Luke X-Wing, but I'm not opening Moff Gideon. I was going to say Moff Darkness. It's more like Moff High Yellow, but that's okay. It's okay. Oh, shit. Anyway, this episode is brought to you by Coca-Cola products. It don't taste the same, motherfucker. Mexican Coke is about all that's left that's worth a fuck. And, I don't like it. I mean, fuck, man. It don't taste that good out of a can, and it don't taste that good out of a bottle. But I just ate some food, and you have to cleanse your palate with something before you have a little bit of that there Copenhagen, boys. Yeah. It's not that great, but it's probably the best thing out there. Anyway, I do want to show you this. I don't know anything about this. I went to my local store, and I dig this, man. I just bought this can, like, literally this morning, maybe? It might have been yesterday. Well, you can see that says, what's that say? Sell by, how about I just read it to you? It says sell by March 3rd, but it must have been the last can in that shipment because I just bought this 5 minutes ago when I got this Coke, and it's already on March 17th. So, check your fucking dates. If I wasn't as poor as I am, the old me would have went ahead and thrown this motherfucker away and opened the fresh one, but, you know. Because I tell you what, I do appreciate things, you know. I mean, we didn't even really have electricity till I was pretty old. And our refrigerator was a hole in the ground. And, you know, we shit in an outhouse. And so, you know, but when I go to town, baby, I'll light a cigar with a $100 bill, baby. That's what we do. Can't take it with you. Every night, Saturday night, and every morning, Sunday morning when you're lack. Till I had kids. And then that fucking changed everything. Boy, that sure changed everything. I'm not complaining. I love my little cubs. I had to take them back to their mom today. But you gotta be strong, you know what I'm saying? You can't be sad in front of them. So, but anyway, I was talking to Marc, because he's my good friend, even though he talks a lot of shit about me on his lives. But I did go to my vintage store, and I said, I try to make hunt videos and shit, but like, you know, I watch other people's hunt videos, and they voice over, and it's great, and they're just kind of like moving along. But I don't do voiceovers, and I don't even know if I know how to do that. I have not checked out that app yet you told me about, Ed. I need to do that. I'm sorry, brother. Ed at Rebels, Reptiles, and Games. But I need to learn how to do that. Because when I go in there for a hunt, like I'm always like trying to look at the whole shelf and make sure it's in focus. Like I feel like I'm doing a documentary. And I realize that that's not really what the hunts are all about. You know, you can just walk in there and be like, oh, good job, look at this, you know. And, but But yeah, the ones with the, I mean, Vern does great hunts. Gary's Grail does great hunts. Vern has been doing hunts. I don't think that's like been his repertoire up until recently. But his things at Ross, look, I mean, it's fucking great. It's fucking great. But Gary and G-Force and Vern, there's a lot of good hunt videos out there. But those are the ones I've seen most recently. Ed went to a fucking show. That was cool as fuck. I did like that. I saw some of that Dick Tracy shit there too. And super awesome geek show. John went to like a parking lot sale. He calls it a car boot sale because he's been hanging out too much with fucking Marc, I guess. And I saw that there was a carded Dakota dude from Cowboys of Moo Mesa. I left a comment and he hasn't got back to me yet. But I know he's busy. And like, I think, life is changing for everybody. And, but anyway, I wonder how much that was, John. I don't even know if you saw it, but I know Super John is the fucking king of all fucking things toys, is he not? He collects everything. He has the knowledge. He fucking knows. He knows his shit. He doesn't just love the things that were a thing when he was a kid. He fucking transcends all genres. So respect to you, Super John. I still treasure that comic 2-pack you sent me last Christmas. I have a present for you that I believe is finished. Except I just need to get the right box and the right packing because it's maybe a little fragile. But anyway, so what do we do? I have some pickups. So I was going around and I was shooting some fucking videos, but I was just shooting them on Instagram and sending them to Marc because we were talking. And don't you know that son of a gun was like, wait, stop, go back. What is that? And I was like, this? And he was like, oh my God, how much is that? And I told him, I said, the tag says $60. Which of course it was probably like $64 because of the goddamn tax, but I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, in Alaska, we don't have sales tax. So when a tag says $10, you can just go to the register with $10. It's none of this like 1007 bullshit, or like 1112 or some, depending on what fucking state you're in. But so dig this. He was like, oh my God. And he immediately, before I could even, he was like, you're on PayPal, right? I was like, yeah, motherfucker, I sent you money for that bus that never showed up. And before I knew it, it said, Marc at Blue Harvest has just sent you $60 on PayPal. And he was like, buy that son of a bitch. And I was like, okay. He was like, see, so anyway, I will show y'all. It's not complete, and, but it seems to be in good shape. Yeah, it says right here, minus sunglasses and gun. So, let me just get this. So first of all, I will show you this. And I'm sure you old timers are going to know what this is. Okay. And this is what he had me pick up. How about that? This is apparently the enemy visitor from, I have no fucking idea. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what this is. What is this? LJN 1984 minus the sunglasses and the gun. But there you go. So he said it was a very good price even for it missing the stuff. The rubber face mask is very rubbery because that's all I was scared of. I was like, ooh, sometimes rubber turns brittle, but this has got a lot of wonk in it. But yeah, look at this. And it has some sort of, I don't know what it does, but look, there's some sort of thing on the back. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. But I'm not going to mess with it because this is Marc's. It does have some pretty cool boots, though. Got a little tattered right there. But there's no returning it now, Marc. It's yours. But yeah, so this is apparently an enemy visitor. 5. LJN 1984. What does that mean? I don't know. But I guess it had some sort of... You can hear... I don't know, Marc. You didn't tell me to check that, so I didn't know. But it don't matter. It's yours now. So, I still have a box from Marc. Some of the stuff in it is from Gilster. Gilster sent me a box to include with some of the shit I got from Marc, and we're gonna send that out. But it is already packed, so we're gonna have to send that in a different box, which is just as well because we probably need to package that up real good in bubble wrap and shit like that. You know what I mean? The other box is packed really good. I can't squeeze that in there. Plus, it's all taped up and everything. I don't fuck with it. But we'll just send him two. That'll be fine. It'll be 2 videos for him. So that's cool. But yeah. So I will make sure to hold on. There's a goddamn fucking. Just a car. Over here on the side of my phone that you can't see in this area, there's a warning that comes up that says Motion Channel 3. And I know that there's somebody right out pretty close to my front door. And I can't help but not fucking look. Oh, you like it that? You like it that? You scrub for the animal, huh? So yeah, this is just, I was thinking about going live, but so somebody in the comments needs to explain to me how going, because I mean, I don't do StreamYard anymore, right? Because that used to be free to us. And now it's not. I don't, or maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm going, I don't know, maybe I don't know. So somebody explain to me, can I go live with YouTube and still see comments and shit? I don't know what goes on. I need to ask Bill at Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure. I know he's been playing with all the different fucking ways to stream. But I was going to do this as a live, but I figured I don't know how. And it ain't worth doing a live unless I know that I can talk to people and the chat comes up on the thing and all that. Because that's my favorite part. I love Cat's puzzle stream is one of the most fun fucking streams to go to. And I'm not disparaging anybody else's stream in any way. But like, you go to some really famous people's fucking shit, there was like 4,000 people in the chat. Like, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's no reason to go to the Junkman's live. Tim from Boss's Bounty. Tim is a good friend of mine. I go to his lives. I try to say hello. I say hi to Darth Wizzy Wiz and Des T because they're the only motherfuckers I know in there. No one goes to that. But you know, he fucking sends me a Christmas card and shit. And so I go. But I just try to say hi and everything, and then I listen to some of the news or whatever. But every once in a while I see BOE there. But when there's fucking 500 people in the fucking chat, it's pointless. It's fucking pointless. You can't. I mean, shit, you know, we go to, like, Marc. I was at Marc's earlier today. There was, 35 people in the chat? And, like, that shit gets going real fast, and people say hi to you, and then you miss it, and they're like, oh, that cocksucker didn't say hi to me. And it's like, oh, fuck, the chat was going fast. I didn't see it, you know what I mean? But, so, all that being said, and you can't have, anyway, Cat's fucking puzzle stream. I don't make all of them, because it's, you know, it's late at night. Cat is a night owl, which is cool. Oh, incidentally, I'm supposed to do some animal calls. I'm going to do an animal call video probably tonight. Because I'm here by myself. I had to take the cubs back. And talking to myself in the fucking camera is my only solace. So, whatever. But we do have some... Anyway, so, hey, Marc. It's all yours, baby. It's coming to you live. And he's got the fucking... He's got the head. He doesn't have the glasses or the whatever, but I'm sure you can find that. You're a very resourceful man. You're a very resourceful man. I'm going to set this right here, far away from the spittoon, so I don't drop... Oh! No, I'm kidding. So I don't drop it in there. But while I was at my local store... Oh, speaking of cat, I think you'll think this is cool. I was at my local store and I saw this. Now, it's in this clamshell. And for some reason, the clamshell is taped, which I think is pretty fucking stupid. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut this real quick. Cut this tape. Because I don't understand why it's in the clamshell. It probably was just because it was, I don't know. It's like the only figure. It's like the only figure at that store that's in a clamshell, which is kind of strange. So I'm concerned if maybe the bubble's trying to fall off or whatever, but the clamshell is definitely scuffed and not in the best of shape. So if I do display this in a clamshell, it will not be this one. So let me see if I can't get this open without hurting anything. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, the fucking... Oh. I see. Oh, I get it. The clamshell is part of it. I get it now. It was still taped, so that's all right. But see that big rub mark and everything? That's really kind of shitty, but... If anybody happens to have a Star Wars Revenge of the Sith bubble that don't look like shit, send it my way. But inside of it was obviously this. This is the backdrop, so that's cool. I'm sure plenty of people have seen this, but I've never seen this because this was made in 2005, and I was living in the wilderness in Alaska. I didn't have a fucking TV, or I think I had a satellite phone that I plugged into a fucking battery that was being charged by a fucking little turbine in the creek and shit. But this Darth Vader was created especially for Target to celebrate the release of the final episode in the Star Wars saga, Revenge of the Sith. Look at this fucking Vader. Ah, the glares. Do y'all know this Vader? Come on. This is not going to be an easy one to show. Let me get... How should I do this? Do y'all see this Vader? You see how he's all like red and shit? I don't want to open him because I have no reason to open him, but... Kat, have you ever seen this Vader? It's from 2005, Revenge of the Sith. God, the fucking glare is terrible, you guys. I'm real sorry about that. Maybe I can get it... like that? No. Okay, maybe a little bit right there. You see his arms and his chest? And I guess he's just supposed to be... This really makes no sense, right? Because I guess he's just... It's like ambient glowing red light coming off of his suit. Which, of course, like in Revenge of the Sith, like that never happened. You know, and they have him all with the lava and shit, like you saw Vader, like you saw him near the lava, and you didn't. So I don't understand this figure. But I saw it for $16, and I was like, I've never seen that figure, you know? And it was actually one of the cheapest figures in the store, which I'm not necessarily hunting the cheapest figure, but I was like, well, I've never seen that. It says Target exclusive. Anything that says exclusive is kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, I see now that it comes like that. I see that now. So that's all right. I didn't mind opening the clamshell. But you can see it's got this rough edge. You know, you can almost see it better in the shell because it's got something to... But yeah, what a weird figure. But I think still pretty cool, though. Pretty fucking cool. Like I said, I've never seen it. Target exclusive. If anybody has one of these clamshells, let me know. I'll PayPal you some money for it or whatever. If it's really clean and nice, I wouldn't mind putting this in a really nice, clean one. But that's cool. Let me show you another pickup. And, gosh, we're 18 minutes into this. Yeah, I'm going to show you this. So this I think I've never seen this to buy. I've seen it plenty of times. But, I don't know what it is, but like I always thought that was the coolest fucking Obi-Wan, man. You know, like the retro collection or whatever they call it, like that's cool and everything, but like this is what I would have wanted in a retro collection. This kind of amalgamation between the vinyl capes and the original colors, but like the actual fucking... I think that would have been cool, man. That would have been cool, Hasbro, but you're making plenty of money on that fucking 5POA bullshit, you know what I mean? So whatever. I'm not into it. I know a lot of people are, and that's cool, because I believe you should collect how you want, open what you want. But for me, it's not for me, you know? If they just sold, like, all the cards on a poster, like, I'd buy that, you know? Because, because we are buying those for the cards, right? We are buying those for the cards. We're not buying those for the figures, right? And even like the vintage collection, you know, like A lot of those figures I don't like. Like, they look great in the packaging, but if you pull them out and everything, like, I'm not really impressed with them. So it's like, totally, those are, as far as I understand, or as far as my opinion is, like, those motherfuckers are absolutely fucking made just to hang on the wall on the card, right? Like how Nick does at Only One Kenobi. And they look great. They fucking look amazing. Fucking Nick's setup is just like, fucking, it's fucking badass, ain't it? I think it's fucking cool. So those are the only 3 pickups I got today from that vintage store. I, of course, opened this awesome spittoon down here earlier today from Dylan. And the Micro Galaxy Squadron, Luke's X-Wing, and Moff Gideon's fucking TIE Fighter from Gary. I also, of course, we looked at this a little bit earlier. I don't know. If the back of the box showed the part that I really wanted, I would just leave it in the box. But I don't think you can see it unless you open it. So we might open this at a later video. I think that'd be cool. I also just found in my mailbox this. Another standard eBay envelope. So let's open this real quick just to see. Now, I think I actually bought 2 of these. And this is the same. Yes, it is. So I bought 2 of these. I don't know. But I have a 3rd one coming, which is a different one. But here is another Topps 472 Lac Sivrak card, which I think is fucking cool. So we got 2 of these. That's pretty neat. What's weird, and a shout out to Motu Joneser. He did a wonderful video on the prices on eBay and shit, you know, and Marc will tell you, don't price your shit off eBay. You know what I mean? But Joneser made an excellent point, which I'm sure most of us know, but, don't worry about what they're asking. Go see what the fuck they sell for, because there's literally, there's a guy on eBay trying to sell this card for like $112. Now, he's right that it should be worth that much because, again, how many characters don't exist in Star Wars now because of that special edition garbage? So, and I've always maintained that. Like, if you look back in time at all the things that become very valuable, well, they're either rare, and they're scarce. I just got a text from Dylan. I'll check that in a minute. But a lot of, like, look at the blank. It's rare. Well, why is it rare? Well, because they didn't want to release it in the United States, and then people didn't want to buy it anyway. And so when you look at a lot of these characters, especially in Star Wars, like, like Reva, everybody hated her. Nobody's buying her. I'm sure they threw a lot of that shit in the dump. But because of the controversy and things like that, a character like her may quite possibly become, valuable because of its scarcity. And, even look at some of the Jar Jar Binks shit now, right? Not everything, but, like, everybody hated Jar Jar. They fucking threw a bunch of his toys away in the fucking garbage. It was the dumbest shit ever. And, some of that shit's fucking hard to find, obscure, and expensive now. Same thing with some of the Ewoks, Whatever people don't like now, nobody will have it later, right? So that's going to make it valuable. Anyway, I do want to open this. But I guess we should do that in a separate video because we're at 25 fucking minutes. If y'all think I shouldn't open it, let me know. I don't know why. The card's got a good vein in it right here. You know what I mean? Like, and it's got a rough edge here. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that wouldn't mind. It's got some tape on the back. That might be from the factory, though. But yeah, this is the 50th. It says 77 to 83, and then 91 Star Wars Legends, and then episode 1, 2, 3 in 2001, and then Clone Wars, Rebels, Rogue One, and Solo to 2021. So commemorate the 50 years of Lucasfilm. But yeah, I think this is what the fucking retro collection should have been, you know? Modern figures, but with the old. And maybe you couldn't achieve that with everything, except maybe you could have done the vinyls, vinyl capes, the Landos and whatnot. But I'm pretty happy to have this fucking figure. I'm pretty happy. I think it was overpriced. I think a lot of this shit was overpriced, and I don't do a lot of shopping at my local store for that reason. You can, as outrageous as eBay can be, like, it's fucking a lot cheaper than my local fucking store. I'm sure I could have got this on eBay for half the fucking price, you know, but I was in there, I saw it, it was stuffed way in the back, like they didn't want nobody to buy it, and I was like, man, I'm getting that fucking Obi-Wan, he looks cool as fuck. So yeah, I think I have a NECA Ming the Merciless, which is obviously, like, you know, gonna be an inch taller, but I think they would look cool fucking fighting each other, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to see some, so the two baddest, scariest bad guys when I was a kid, when I was a young kid, obviously was Vader. But the other scary motherfucker I remember was, who wasn't in a cowboy movie or whatever, was General Kale from Willow. And, man, that guy was a mean, scary motherfucker. Who was he played by? Was that Pat Roach? Maybe it wasn't. Was it? It might have been. I don't remember. It might have been. But I think it'd be very cool. I guess Disney owns Willow, right? And then they own Star Wars. Like, why can't we get like a sideshow style statue of them two fighting? I think that would be fucking cool, man. I think you remember that YouTube channel? Like Versus or something like that? I think there was a General Kale Darth Vader fight on there. Maybe I imagined that. I don't know. If there wasn't, there should have been. But that's super fucking cool. So anyway, yeah. So Kat, what do you think of this Vader? I only got it because it was, to me, fairly obscure. I'd never seen it, so I grabbed that. Whoa! Picked up another one of these in the mail for, why not? And of course, it says 1984 Enemy Visitor, LJN, 1984. The only enemy I know is from Action Force, you know what I mean? So, like, that's not, I mean, this could totally be the Kraken, sort of, but it's not. It's the Visitor. So, yeah. We have a very cool box here from Dylan that he told me to open, and I'm really tempted to, but I'm not going to do it right now. So maybe like in the next video, because I'm going to just I'm here alone, and all I like to do is talk to you guys if I'm not with my kids, you know, or making love to a sweet lady. But, yeah, why the hell not? So, yeah, I guess we're just going to have some candid talk this evening throughout the night, and I'll keep dropping them, and I've been watching, I've been watching Longmire again, which I love that fucking show. If only, Sharon's Pops and Plants just dropped a comment. Y'all go check out Sharon's Pops and Plants. She's a really cool old lady, man. She's into trading cards, and she's into pops, and go check her out. Tell her Lax sent you, all right? You can see her comments all over my thing, so if I don't link in the description, fucking just go, all right? I'd appreciate it. This video has gone on for 29 minutes. I got a lot to say, and I'm going to say it loud and I'm going to say it proud, because look, there's another one of those polar bear hairs. My fucking mustache and beard is turning into fucking polar bear hair. It's crazy. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go back and watch a couple episodes of Rebels while I upload this video. And then when it's done, when it's done uploading, I will erase it from my phone because I have no storage, and we'll make another one. Wouldn't that be cool? Anyway, the only thing that's going to stop me is if somebody goes live. I missed Marc's live earlier. He was playing Red Dead, and Gilster said, come over here. But, like, I was literally in the middle. I was trying to clean the house and shit because the kids just left, and they make a mess. But I don't mind, and I kind of let them make a mess because, like, you know, when they come see Dad, like, as long as they're being good people, like, man, if they make a mess and, like, my kid I caught him drawing on the walls with a fucking marker, and I was just about to get upset about it, and then I thought to myself, I was like, wait a minute. Why would I yell at my children for drawing on the wall? Why do I give a why is that a problem? You know what I mean, though? Like, literally, like, I mean, if you rented your house, maybe that'd be a problem, but still, even then, like, ain't nothing some paint can't fix, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at his little drawing right now, but, like, I thought about it before I said anything. I was like, you know what? And you know what? And I'll show y'all, I have some murals and stuff that I've done on the wall, so I'm sure the kid's seen me do it, and he just wanted to do it too, so who am I to fucking judge? Anyway, it's a real treat. I mean, it's a real treat. I feel camaraderie just when I'm making these videos, and I'm truly am talking to you, and I hope y'all understand that. I hope y'all understand that. We have our faithful Smith & Wesson that I need to do a little video on for Darth Blaze. And this is a Ruger Security 6, very old, out-of-production gun. Ruger's not out of business, but they don't make this gun anymore. I'll tell you about this gun one day. I traded a good friend of mine a Honda water pump for this pistol. And I just heard that he's dying of cancer. And I need to get his number out, and I need to call him. And I don't know if he can talk, but at least I need to talk to his wife. Because he's a good friend of mine. Good friend of mine. We rode the trail together and worked together on a couple big jobs. And he's a fairly famous Alaskan. That's why I treasure this. He's a famous Alaskan. And he probably will be one of the last famous Alaskans, except for this guy right here, you know. But anyway, look for the next video. I'm going to talk to Dylan one more time, but I would like to open this maybe this evening and get it on the shelf. And I have this wonderful fucking, like, 15-pound box from fucking Dylan. Who knows what it is? He said I should go ahead and open it because I can't, there's no way, and share it because there's no way I could eat that much jerky by myself. So if we open it, it's a 15-pound bag of jerky. We'll have a fucking taste test. I don't know what it is. I got a couple things for you too, Dylan. But you're gonna, well, a couple of them I'll send when they're finished. But I got one thing for you that you have to come pick up. Okay? You just have to come pick it up. Whenever. Anyway, this has been Lack Sivrak, just fucking lacking around, baby. Just lacking off. Having a good time. Alone. By myself. In the wolf den. No, no, I have a fucking good time anywhere I go. You know why? Because I lived alone in the woods by myself? That's fairly redundant. I lived alone in the woods for quite a while. There was one time that I went almost a year without even seeing another human being. And, you know, what separates the fucking wheat from the chaff is being able to sit in a room by yourself, you know, or sit alone. And that's why a lot of those people don't win those competitions, the naked and afraids and the alones and all that, because they don't like themselves. And like, Lack don't fucking have that problem, you know, because I always ask myself, what would John Wayne do? Just like when that kid was screaming for help in that water, you know. I looked at my friend, I said, you watch these kids? I told them, I said, you stay here? And they said, yes, Dad. And that's what you got to do to be able to lay your... That type of thing is what you need to be able to do, to lay your head down at night and be okay with yourself. And you sure as fuck have to be okay with yourself if you're going to live alone in the wilderness. That's what separates the men from the boys. So, anyway, may the Great Spirit smile upon us all and give us the knowledge and teach us to be better than we are. Amen to that. All right. I'm going to upload this, and then I'm going to make another one. Fuck it. Is there a limit? Marc says I'm making too many videos, but y'all might have a dry spell from me for a while. So I keep y'all in some shit for right now for you to watch. All right. This has been Lack Sivrak and the Enemy Visitor and this really weird fucking Darth Vader. And this fucking super fucking cool, man, again, Hasbro, this is what the fucking retro collection should have been right here. It didn't have to be 6-inch, but preferably, you know, I mean, 3.75 for the win, but I'm getting more and more into these larger figures because I'm a display guy. I like to display shit. So, anyway, we'll talk about that later. All right. I love everybody. Gotta go. Mwah.